Hello and welcome to a completely different type of video. Today I am going to attempt a 1 hour mock challenge of this scene from Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 7. I won't show the whole scene, but just this whole bit, or just this shot and then what's going on the other side over here. That's the plan. I've only got 1 hour to build it. I'll be completely transparent. I will show the entire process in a time lapse with a timer on this iPad over here to show you exactly what's going on, so you won't be able to accuse me of cheating, because I won't. I've got a couple of figures here. I'm not sure how many of them I'll actually end up using. Most likely it'll just be these three. The Season 7 Ahsoka, and 2 Mandalorian Super Commandos from the Mandalorian Speeder. But then I've also got my Phase 2 Rex, just 1 regular 501st Trooper, and 1 regular Phase 2 Trooper. But I doubt they'll be able to use these, because Rex is the only one there and he doesn't show up till after that shot. And then I've also got some regular Death Watch Mandalorians, but the only one I would really use is Sabine, not Sabine, she's dead. Bo-Katan, sorry, spoilers, whatever. The only one I would use is Bo-Katan, but she's never had a minifigure officially, and I don't have that. And I don't have a custom version to use. So, we're gonna go into the time lapse now, I guess. These 3 figures, that scene, 1 hour. Let's do it. That did not go as well as I wanted it to at all. Yeah, basically it was because I started building this platform out of the complete wrong colour. Yeah, this should definitely have been dark bluish grey, not light bluish grey, so I wasted a lot of time setting all this up. But I've got the general base of a platform now that I can put over here. And I've got like a station where it can fit into. I've gone with a snot base to it, like this. So I'm gonna have to try, and in the next half, my current plans are, I've got another Super Commando which will be flying over here. This like Danger Strike's pretty okay, although it's a little bit basic. There needs to be a cluster of debris here, a big explosion back here, and then like a tower, a small tower coming up here. That's my plan for this next half. If I've got time, I might border this with someone shouting outside my window, and that's very helpful. Initially, I was going to use this piece here and like put it upwards and have like a small, like almost micro shell gunship back here to like be in the distance, but at this point I just don't have the time to do it. Half an hour goes a lot quicker than you think. This is not a lot. I spend like a day doing like a tiny little thing when I'm usually making mocks, so this is how it is. But I like how this looks already, kind of those like lightsaber indents of where she's scratching the way up, and I've kind of got the pose, although you can't really do it with a minifigure. Yeah, so let's get on with part 2. finished build of my 1 hour mock challenge. I'll be honest, I'm kind of disappointed with what I created. There was a lot of problems that I came upon, and I know next time if I'm doing something, if I'm going to attempt this again, which I probably will, there's a couple of things I'm going to change about my strategy. The main strategy is don't build it off of something that already exists, because that way you're immediately making it a lot harder for yourself, because you've got to try and replicate things and you have to keep looking at footage and then you're wasting time. Like, I had to check to make sure this colour was right. I did this stripe. I got the black, the mound that was here. This tower is, it's okay, but I had to like work out the angles correctly, kind of, as well as figure placement. So we'll take a walk through of the mock. There's not a ton to it. We'll start over on this side, and so Ahsoka's just jumped down onto the platform at Mandalore, and just before she strikes the ground with her lightsabers before standing still. And then a gunship that she was coming down on explodes behind her. I didn't have time to do that, clearly. I just got this out of a drawer and put some flame bits on it. So this looks very poor, and if I were to do it again, this would be, I'd spend a lot more time on this, because it's quite important to that iconic shot, because they're not quite the same thing. Anyway, when you see her land, there's a big stud snot on top pathway going up with a yellow and black stripe going down. In the actual show, there's like a lot of dust and dirt all over these lines. Clearly I couldn't, that's be quite hard to do with Lego unless there was like greebling all over it. And that's another thing that I've done. I'd have made this path a lot more textured with different types of pieces in to make it look less bland than it is currently. And there's just a small little mound of I guess rubble. Someone's screaming outside my window, thanks for that. And then we have 2 Mandalorian super commandos looking very ready for action. One's shooting at Ahsoka and the other one's flying. Again, I'd have tried to make this out of more clear pieces and again put it further forward, but I sort of forgot about it, so I had to put it in at the last second. The most significant thing I built is this like tower on the edge of the Mandalore city. This looks really, really poor. There's awful lines cutting into the side. I wish there was some way I could fix out these corner pieces, although there isn't like a cheese slope that goes in 2 directions like that. That should be a piece that Lego makes, that'd be pretty useful. I've tried to replicate the light pattern here. I think it's lights, but there isn't really a right colour for it, because it's like orange on the outside but then like a yellow or a white on the inside, so I just went with yellow as trying to merge them together. And then above the lights we've got like the spire, I guess, that's on there. So there's the mock. It looks really shabby, there isn't enough, I should have put a tiler in the border, I should have put tiles along here, I should have put a lot more time into the explosion, I should have made this tower look better, and I shouldn't have based it off of an episode of the show, because then you have to look more carefully to get details correct, and I think generally I made it just a bit too big for an hour. If I did the same thing on a smaller scale, like maybe, I don't know how small I could do it to make it look like realistic in some form. So anyway, thank you very much for watching my failure of a 1 hour mock contest. I guess it's entertaining to see people fail, because because that's kind of what this was. But I will attempt this again with more custom-based things and attempt to make them look better. So until then, if you like this, cool. I kind of don't, but if you do that, so that's great. Maybe like this video, leave a comment on what sort of like thing you want me to, if you'd like to see, if you enjoy this and if you'd like to see this again. Because if no one wants to see this again, then I just won't make it again. I might just leave it for a bit. But yeah, and subscribe for more, for better mocks than this one, because I have made better mocks than this one, and I will make better mocks than this one in the future. I'm probably being a bit too negative on this, but you know, it's only an hour of work, so how much can you really expect? Until next time, bye.